Two coaches, same methodology, same program, same results. One charges $2,500, the other charges $25,000. The difference isn't their credentials, it's psychology. Because high ticket clients don't just buy outcomes, they buy perception, positioning, and signals of value. And most entrepreneurs are unknowingly sending the wrong signals. They over-explain their offer. They try to prove their worth. They pile on bonuses and features, hoping it justifies the price. Meanwhile, the brands commanding $25,000, $50,000, even $100,000 aren't louder or more talented. They simply understand the psychology that makes premium pricing feel natural. In this video, I'm going to break down the key psychological signals that make high-ticket services sell and why most people accidentally position themselves at the $2,500 option without realizing it. If you want your brand and offers to support higher level pricing and higher level clients, go ahead and hit like. And let's talk about the psychology behind high ticket services. If you're new here, I'm Mariah, award-winning luxury brand designer and business coach. I help women build high-ticket coaching and consulting businesses with elegance, intention, and strategy that actually supports the way you want to work, not the way the internet tells you you have to. On this channel, we break down the psychology, positioning, and strategy behind premium brands so you can charge more, work less, and attract higher level clients. So if you care about building a business that feels powerful, not exhausting, make sure you subscribe. Now, let's talk about why some services sell for $25,000 while others struggle to sell at $2,500. The real reason high-ticket services sell. Most entrepreneurs assume the difference is experience, credentials, or results. But that's almost never the real reason. The real reason is belief. Because if you don't believe in your pricing, your clients will feel it immediately. When someone feels uncertain about their own offer, they start doing what I call psychological damage control. They over-explain, over-justify, and oversell the value. And ironically, that's exactly what makes the offer feel less valuable. Why over-explaining makes you look low ticket? One of the biggest signals of a low ticket brand is over-explaining the price. This happens all the time on sales calls. The entrepreneur finally gets to the moment where it's time to share the price. And instead of simply saying it, they panic. So they say something like, well, the investment is $10,000, but that includes this and this and this. And, you also get these bonuses and we do this and don't worry, we'll get this too. And they actually never let the price land. But here's the thing. Silence is not a problem. Silence is where decisions happen. When you rush to justify the price, you're actually planting doubt in the client's mind that it might not be worth it, which means the psychology shifts from confidence to persuasion, and persuasion always feels cheaper. If this is landing for you, comment psychology, because most entrepreneurs aren't undercharging due to skill. They're undercharging because their positioning communicates uncertainty. The pricing signal most entrepreneurs ignore. Here's the truth most people don't want to hear. Higher prices themselves are a psychological signal. There are countless studies showing that when something costs more, people automatically assume it's better. The exact same offer could exist at $2,500 or $25,000, but the higher price immediately signals expertise, exclusivity, and transformation. And that's how luxury brands operate. They don't convince you they're valuable. They position themselves so the value feels obvious. The identity shift behind high ticket pricing. None of this works unless you believe it first. Because the biggest shift that allows someone to sell high ticket services isn't tactical. It's psychological. At one point in my own business, I tripled my revenue while actually working less. I went from working 5 days a week to 3. And when I shared that in a keynote talk, everyone wanted to know what I changed. Did I rebuild my website? Did I redesign my brand? Did I change my offer? And the truth is, I didn't change any of that. Only thing that changed was how I showed up. I started embodying the luxury version of myself. And once that belief shifted, everything about my positioning shifted with it. If you want to sell high ticket services, so if you want to move from the $2,500 option to the $25,000 option, the first place to start isn't tactics, it's your belief. I want you to take a second, write down every thought you have about charging more. Thoughts like, no one will pay this, the economy's bad, I would never spend that. Those aren't facts. They're just beliefs that are quietly limiting your positioning. And when you start challenging those beliefs, you begin showing up differently, and your brand starts signaling a completely different level of value. If you want help identifying the signals your brand is sending right now, that's exactly what we do inside my luxury brand audit. I'll walk through your brand, positioning, and messaging and show you exactly where you may be unintentionally communicating $2,500 energy instead of $25,000 authority. Book your complimentary audit with the link below. And if you want to understand the next layer of this, go watch this video next, where I break down why your luxury brand actually looks cheap and how to fix it. Because once you understand the signals that cheapen a brand, you can start building one that truly supports high ticket pricing. I'll see you over there.